Not many know that Haruko Ichikawa was a character designer for Pokemon Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet, but she didn't debut in the Pokemon TCG until very recently. Do you like my bug catcher outfit, by the way? I got my trusty little Pochita to take on the world. I don't really know why YouTubers hold their mic like this, but we're gonna vibe anyways. I'm just here to catch some bitch. With the break between chapter 99 and 100 of Land of the Lustrous getting bigger and bigger in early 2023 with no real set return date, I had some time to kill, and what better way than to hunt for Ichikawa's card. This final set in the Sword and Shield era contained Diancie as the 13th card of the Galarian Gallery, a subset of Crown Zenith. A holo rare shouldn't be that hard to get is what I was told when I did my initial research, so I only ordered an Elite Trainer box off the Pokemon Center website. But I don't really have the World Champ difference, so I vowed to open at least one of each promotional item as they were released in waves from January to May. I was fine with this since it allowed me to disperse my spending across a couple months, and if I pulled it early, the extra ones would just be fun openings, with no pressure attached to them. This plan did not go even remotely as well as I hoped. Pokemon packs come in 10 cards and a code card that, if inputted into the TCG online, you could use these physical cards digitally. Out of the 10 cards, you get an energy, 5 commons, 3 uncommons, a reverse slot, and 1 rare slot. The joy of opening a pack may not have been something I did when I was a child, but that hit of dopamine of getting a good card feels great. Okay, next one, Wailmer and Mother. Diancie and the other 69 Galarian Gallery subset all live in the reverse slot, as well as every reverse rare possible from the Crown Zenith main set. Essentially anything that isn't a full art card gets a reverse. This essentially means that Diancie has to fight against whopping 184 other cards. Although everyone seems to cite the statistic, 1 out of every 3 packs of Crown Zenith has a hit. When you're looking for a particular chase, it can be painful, and I'm not really interested in catching them all or getting a master set, but if the card sparkles, I guess I'll keep it in the collection. Maybe I even collect the set before I get Diancie. So why Diancie, you may be wondering? If you are a Pokemon TCG fan that stumbled onto this video, this wouldn't make too much sense because you don't have the context. One look at Diancie would make it the obvious pick for Haruko Ichikawa. She's been working on the Land of the Lustrous manga where gems are at war with some celestial beings that are trying to harvest them. Diancie fits with Houseki no Kuni pretty well. The pose that Diancie is doing in the artwork for the card is very reminiscent of the prayer, which holds a lot of meaning in the series itself. This card could not have been designed by anyone else, and I wanted it to be the first card I ever hunt for a small collection of one. So I bought it off eBay. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more Pokemon videos. I'm half joking. I did buy the Japanese version of the V-Star Universe set. The big difference to the one that I'm trying to pull is that the text is in English and the borders for English cards are yellow instead of silver. 1 in 185. That is the battle for Diancie. I ended up pulling roughly 200 plus packs so that I was at least over odds to guarantee a Diancie, but sadly statistics doesn't really work like that. Since those who saw the 3 separate streams of pack openings only really saw about 150 of the total packs that I pulled, here are some of the highlights of the ones I got off stream. And here's how the hits broke down according to the different products released. There seems to be a bias online that the best hits are in the ETBs or Elite Trainer boxes and the products that are released on day 1 of Crown Zenith. ETBs come with 10 packs and we got about 5 hits with 4 from the Galarian Gallery, while the ETB Plus, which has a total of 12 packs, had 8 hits with 5 from the Galarian Gallery. Neither of the other 2 products that were released on January 20th, the Regieleki or Regidraco, which had 4 packs each, had any Galarian Galleries. However, we did get the secret rare Pikachu card number 160 out of 159 of the main set from the Draco box, while the Regieleki, the Curse of Love Disc, started to form. Stream 1 took place on the second wave of products released on February 17th with the Chongus Pikachu of 5 packs where we got 2 Galarian Gallery hits and a Charizard V-Star, which, Charizard's pretty badass. And to cap the stream off, I had chat vote between the character tins that come with 2 packs each and some stickers. Chat picked amazingly as the Leon tin got on. Oh my. Compared to Marnie's double hitter Zoroark. And that double. Stream 2 happened on March 17th with the Galarian Tins. We have this cursed counter of pitting Luvdisc against Diancie, which doesn't make any sense, but I was getting antsy. Diancie was nowhere to be seen after the 45 live packs, plus countless that I pulled off stream. All this for a card that's getting mass produced in a factory. How could it possibly hold this much value to me? Is it just because she drew it, Ichikawa? I had so much FOMO that I even bought an entire ass case of the ETB pluses off of eBay and told myself that I wouldn't open them unless I had to. If these Tins missed, I would release the floodgates on the case that I paid way too much for. Once again, chat proved to be smarter than I was, as I went with the Articuno tin first, as I had strong nostalgia of playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon as a little kid and exclusively used this ice flying type bird to sweep monster houses left and right with powder snow. But alas, Articuno did not produce any new Galarian Gallery cards, while Moltres had 2. Well, this was pretty mediocre compared to the last stream, and since I have no impulse control, the case was cracked open. Chat got to choose the order under one condition. One of them I want to keep as like a sealed like collection to show that we opened this pack, okay? It was decided that overpriced ETB number 1 was going to be the keepsake, and we tore into the other 3 boxes. Bro, he just has a hidden Diancie. No, I mean, that's a high possibility. If we open 3, we don't get Diancie, I'm not going to open the last one. Hit after hit after hit. In overpriced ETB plus number 3, that confirmation bias of opening day products hitting strong was reinforced, especially since all of these from this case were released on January 20th technically. Overpriced ETB number 4 wasn't as great, but still better than the Tins. Also, we actually got 13 packs instead of the usual 10, so I don't know, somebody miscounted, but you know, we'll take it. And finally, with overpriced ETB 2, we actually got the other Pikachu card in this entire set, but more importantly, we finally pulled a gold star card. Oh, chat! This is expensive! Overpriced ETB1 would now just sit on my shelf for the rest of time, haunting me. I dreamed about pulling Diancie every day that week after stream number 2, waking up to see that stupid little heart staring back at me instead. I even bought some extra Tins for my birthday as a treat and opened them during the live streams that I usually do for Houseki no Kuni. In this case, this is for chapter 101. It was encroaching on the manga reader streams, and I was in a diamond fever. The itch was there. I wanted to be able to pull it so I could be free of this nightmare. May 5th arrived, Cinco de Mayo, so we cracked open some Modelos for the 3rd and final stream. Shoutouts, it's Modelo time. Mads, if you're watching this, I'm only drinking this one for you. We had a lot of products that were released during this time, from stream 2 to 3, from the starter pins with 3 packs. Each overall were kind of a bust, although we did get Churchwig as the addition. The Morpeko playmat with 5 packs did not have any Galarian Gallery hits, but we did get a Regigigas from the main set. And the mat itself, I actually kind of use as a big mouse pad even to this day. Well, this makes me look hella suspicious with wait, this going back in the closet, okay? This going back in the closet. It came with chat, look at me. It came with the packs, okay? I didn't go out of my way to buy that. It came with the packs. And the last product of Crown Zenith was, in fact, shiny Zacian and Zamazenta figure collection packs, which had a whopping 11 packs each. As for the figures, this is the first time I've seen the shiny variants of these dogs. Look at this dog. We also got a lot of the things that we were missing in the set so far, such as the Rotoms or some of the Zero Auras, which is awesome to get hits with the last supposed batch of products that we couldn't get from the first January ones. How are we getting so many? This is your fault, Mel. This is your fault. Oh, Grant again. Oh, and a okay. Luvdisc brought in good luck. We literally got a double hit, and these are pretty rare. And that was it. Of course, a master set was never something I was striving for, but I got pretty close prior to the final stream. From the 88 total hits across 231 packs, Crown Zenith was 148 out of 160, with 47 out of 70 for the Galarian Gallery subset. Aren't you going to tell them about Diancie? Wasn't that the whole point of this video? It's time to peel back the layers a little. The one box that was supposed to be used as a collection piece, one of them I want to keep as like a sealed like collection to show that we opened this pack, okay? The bookshelf that it was on went missing for the last stream, along with this overpriced ETB number 1. For those who were there for the first stream, I planted the seeds of a PSA 10 Japanese card well in advance. So I don't have it in English, so... For the third stream, when the love disc took my internet away, Pokemon Catcher. There ain't no way. There was a certain card that snuck in. I'm sorry, chat. We didn't get Diancie. Not on stream, at least. We just got this penny. That's right. I actually hit odds for Diancie with pack number 108. And it's... Ooh, he got it! This is Actually, my friend pulled one himself while we were driving from a Sonia tin. It was kind of insane. It's a shame that you can't see it. I wish I was able to do it with you guys, but at least I'm free from the guilt I've been holding in for months now. I have not opened a pack since that last live stream. Actually, I hope to never open another pack of Crown Zenith ever again. Was it a waste of money to hunt for it in such an excessive fashion? Yeah, but damn, was it a fun experience to share. I sent out the cards to get it graded with PSA, which basically like slaps a number on there and covers it with some plastic. If you want a graded version of the Japanese card, I do have it up on my eBay, as well as a bunch of duplicates on TCG Player and eBay if you're looking to complete a master set yourself. Of course, all of that helps reduce the overall cost of this video. Thanks to Ichikawa, now I have a crippling addiction to collecting Pokemon cards, and I'll continue to at least collect one of each of these sets as time progresses. We'll see how far I get into Scarlet and Violet. I do shiny hunt on Twitch here and there, but yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and you know, share the video around, and in the meantime, I'll go share these love discs with Ichikawa. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.